Hello, this is John from Revit for Interior Designers. I wanted to mention a problem that I've been hearing about from several students. Basically, the family folders haven't been installed in the newest releases of Revit for whatever reason. Either 2021 or 2022 install is missing the required family folders. So if I'm in Revit, currently I'm in 2021, and I go to Insert and Load Family, this is what the folder should look like. And this is the directory structure. So Revit 2021, Libraries, English Imperial, these folders need to be installed in your computer in order for the software to function properly. Here I have a copy of 2022. And if I do the same act of going to Insert, Load Family, here, this folder is empty. And you can see the location here. Now I could direct this to the Revit 2021 folder and use its library if necessary, but I'd like to install the latest 2022 folder in case they've added some new items to that file. So this is the problem. So here I provided a link, a couple links here. Here's a link to a directory that has all of the Revit content that's missing. And here they've got several versions of Revit, which I'm assuming they've had this problem in the past. There've been some complaints, and so they provided links here to missing content in various releases. Here's 2021. If I were to click on that, simply you're going to look for here, English United States, and we're looking for, these are the family templates when you start a new project, for example, the architectural template. And here are the Imperial libraries. It's quite a big file, it's 1.3 gigs. That is what you will install if your libraries are missing from 2021. Let me close this. Here, if I click on this button here, it launches this link, which is Revit 2022. The directory looks a little different, but if you scroll down here, again, we're looking for US Content Revit 2022, and here you're looking for the US Family Libraries, Imperial and Metric, and you're looking for this file here. Slightly smaller, it's 1.3 gigs. If I click on that file, I need to install it on my computer. You need to download it and install it. And so I'll give it a second here, and I will place it in a I'll place it in the folder on my computer here. And you can see here at the bottom the progress bar is showing up here. This is the folder I just installed. I dropped that file into. Give it a second. It should be about done. There's the file there in my desktop erase folder. It's an arbitrary folder I chose. If I double click on that file, I can then install that missing data on my computer. So let's walk through this real quick and see what happens. And the goal is to, in 2022, have this Load Family here folder populate with the required files. So go back. So here's what happens here. You get a little installer. Yes, I want to install. And then it extracts the files. I'm assuming it'll do it in the exact folder that's required. So give it a second here. And the same steps are required for 2021 in case you have the same issues there. Now I'll go back to 2022 here. There seems to be some other pop-ups happening here, so let's go through this as well. And here you want to install this. So I hit install. I might need to close my file, I'm not sure. But it seems to get started here, installing the directories. Okay, we finished the install here. We got a confirmation message. I'm going to hit finish. And if I go back into Revit 2022, this one here, and I go to Insert Load Family, you can see all of the folders are now here intact. So if I go to, for example, Doors, here are all the standard Revit family files. Not custom, but these come with the install of Revit in the required folder. As I mentioned, I could have very easily simply loaded Go back here, load family. I could have simply loaded Revit 2021 folder, which again is here in Autodesk and RVT 2021, and found the same folders, except that it would have to transform those files from a 2021 format into 2022 format. These files are already in 22 format, so loading these files is a little bit quicker. And that does it. So this installs the required Revit folders. Now obviously if you're loading any custom files, that's a whole nother process that we should go through. Now let's say we want to install a custom Revit family that's not included in the Revit folders. So again, I go to Insert here, I go to Load Family, and then I have to navigate to the folder where the file is located. Let me do this here off to the side. So let's say, for example, here I've navigated to this weekly student download folder. Here is week 2. Again, these are the files I provided in training classes. Here's week 2 student folder, open it. Here's a support folder, open it. Here's model folders, open it. Here is a Revit RFA file, that's the Revit family file that's custom, that was downloaded off of the NanoWall website. So you can install this file on your computer at any given location, and then simply click on it and hit open. It transformed it from a 2015 version to a 2022 version, which I'm using currently. And now, if I go, let's say build a simple wall here, I can now go to door, and that file, that Revit family is installed in here in my Revit folder. So for example, there is the Nano wall, and if I click on this wall here, it places that object in my scene from my folder, not Revit's folders. Insert, load family. This is the file I am retrieving that file from, which is different than going into here, door, and loading it from here. This will refer to the same folder. Now you have to navigate to your previous directory where the Autodesk is installing the Revit families. I've saved it as a link on my computer here on the left, but if you look here, this is where the folder can be retrieved. C, Program Data, Autodesk, Revit 2022, in this example. Libraries, English Imperial. That is the standard folder where you find Revit families. You navigate back to that folder if you need to load these directories and Revit files, Revit family files. And so that's how you retrieve a custom file or Revit standard files here. Depends on what folder you copy the files into. That's it for today. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks.